Right, I'm back from Scotland, and unless if you've been looking in some of my comments on other videos, you may not realise I was in Scotland, because as I tend to produce a lot of videos in one go, because, gotta have quantity over quality, am I right? Then, yeah, I've just still been producing stuff. I still had stuff ready months in advance to release, so you may not even realised. So, uh, but here we are with some pickups because I'm back.
And his name is
It's John Bunday. So it is pickups for June 2023, and yeah. So as I say, I've been to Scotland, and while I was up there, because my in-laws are just outside of Glasgow, so popped into Glasgow for the day, and Gordon Give 84 Gaming, he came up as well, and also we managed to go and see Stuart Generation Pixel. Stuart had to sadly work, but because he works at CX, he didn't mind like coming round the counter and chatting with us, and it was great just to like just talk about gaming with people. Gordon, me and him got to spend the day together until I had to go and get the bus home. I still had to help put the kids to bed. But there was a beer hall that he was like, oh yeah, when me and the missus come in, this is where we go to, like, beer hall. And so they do like pizzas and they have steins of beer, which was just great. And then after that, we went, checked out, tried to find, I think, a few shops, struggled to find the game. I think maybe that's been shut now. But anyway, we popped into a pub and then at like 2:30 had our first whiskey. So, I mean, we'd been having beer before that, but they had a bottle of Lagavulin 16-year-old behind the bar. So while Gordon popped to the toilet, I was like, give us a couple of those, please. And then when he came back, he was just like, you see his eyes like, are we on this already? And it's just like, yes, what do you think this is? And it just went downhill from there. Anyway, but enough about my adventures. We're here for pickups. What have I got for you today? I need to stop hitting the desk. I know I do that too much. So, okay. Right. Now then, first of all, things that I actually ordered. Right, okay. So, let's start with... Okay, so here, there was a Kickstarter that I backed not too long ago, actually. This one came through pretty quick. But it was for a physical release of a new Game Boy game, The Train. So, this one, The Train, Gnome King Games. Welcome to the world of The Train. The town of Pilcarno, once a bustling, vibrant town full of new ideas and people. This is your home. The expensive and glorious train, the Greyhound, chugged gracefully up the hilly backdrop you know as the Pass. All this, however, was long ago, before you were born, when your grandfather was a young boy. Over the years, the Greyhound's journeys became shorter and eventually ceased on the night of your birth. The story of that great steam train's rebirth. The Train is a narrative-driven, comedic game featuring light puzzle elements for the Game Boy. You can play as Eve as she helps her granddad reconnect the villages of the island they live on using a long out-of-service locomotive called the Greyhound, meeting friends and making discoveries along the way. Features: an 8-bit puzzle adventure for the Nintendo Game Boy. Code system, right down the coast, continue from that point. 4 unique villages to discover, each with its own story to tell. An exciting cast of characters ranging from a kind young girl to an engaging Scotsman. Compatible with Game Boy, Game Boy Color, Game Boy Advance, Super Game Boy, and many other systems that support traditional Game Boy cartridges. So you see some screenshots of the back. I don't tend to get new Game Boy games physically that much anymore. I prefer to get the ROMs, but I don't believe this one was actually going to be released. I think they were like, oh no, we're just going to release it. Oh, the manual has a little case. Release it physically and that's it. So that's when I'm like, I mean, if the game grabs my attention, that's when I go, well, I better order this then. It's just, again, it usually just comes down to space more than anything else. And sometimes Game Boy games may not actually take that long to complete. So the manual, and ooh, I like that. It's white text on black. So the cartridge, though, there's no cartridge protector. It's just the cartridge, which is a bit of a pity, to be honest. But made in UK. So their first release. Yeah, pity it hasn't got a protector on it, but yeah, I guess that would have put the cost of the production up. So to be fair, it probably worked out better for me that it wasn't. So try and get the manual back in, so I could try to put the thing back together, because I know I'm gonna fill my desk up with all the things I am going to show off. So yeah, back in there. Okay. I know this is the quality content you subscribe for. Okay. Yeah, so that was something I kick-started just because it just looked interesting, and I like interesting games, and I love using my Game Boy. But I need to get a flash cartridge for the Game Boy. I have one for the GBA. I'll go explore when I finally get it. But it's just that for non-GBA games, so like Game Boy Color, and NES, it emulates it. And the save is shocking, because you may find that you'll lose your saves. Anyway, so something that I have ordered. So, there's a bit of a story to this one. I have already technically ordered this before from one company, but this is the second time now where I found the CD has not been as it should. So, one sec. If I can find it. Here it is. Okay. So, because I've ordered some Repro Mega CD games, and I ordered 3 of them, and the 2 I've actually played. So, Snatcher, there was no audio. As in, when I say audio, it had the in-game audio, but there was no CD soundtrack. And if I put the CD in the computer, it wasn't there. Also, because that wasn't there, the Mega CD would refuse to get past a certain point of the game. It would on the computer, I think, if I emulated it, but on hardware, it just wouldn't. So I had to burn off my own copy. I tried to talk about getting it. I was talking to the person who created this, and Retro Game Lab Reproductions, but the communication, because I was doing it over Facebook Messenger, just kind of like dropped off. He just stopped responding. I was just like, okay. Which is a bit of pity, because I've pushed or like talked about his stuff in the past. And the next one was Luna the Silver Star. So I started playing around with that because I want to actually hack this, because when it was released in America, never released here, but released in America, they made some changes to it. So there's a patch to deal with that. So I was trying to merge the PAL version, the fan-made PAL version, with that. Anyway, again, issues with the audio. The audio was there, but when you got halfway through the CD, it was no longer correct. Like, tracks were either wrong or just were just, like static. So again, I was trying to wrap that in with the conversation I was having about Snatcher, and then that's just kind of fallen off. So from Resurrection Games, I have ordered another CD. The reason why I was using this company over Resurrections is that Resurrections tend to use like the Sega CD kind of long boxes, whereas the Retro Game Lab uses this style, which is what we actually had in the country, which is why I wanted this, because I prefer this. And packaging, everything, I cannot fault it. Yeah, it is manual. Everything is great. I know that Resurrection also do like boxes and manuals things, but I wanted this style, which is why I ordered this. But anyway, so hopefully now means I'll be able to carry on with my project. So, yes. Next, I have shown on my previous pickup videos my SNES Classic. The cables of that thing are freaking short, so I have ordered 2 extension cables, and for those curious, that is the same connector as what the Wii Nunchuck uses. So now I've got 3-meter cables, meaning that I'll be able to sit on my sofa while I use the thing now. Woo! But I just got those from eBay, you know, cheap. So need to test them. But now then, this was one that I ordered cheekily off of eBay a week ago. So because I've been meaning to pick it up for a little while, but I thought I'd better hold out because I don't know how much money I'd have spending while I was in Scotland. And then when I thought about it, I thought, oh, I'll take a look, you know, see if it's still available. It wasn't on CEX, where it's only £8. Completely out of stock, sadly. And when I looked at the past, it wasn't that cheap to pick up. So what? Whereas this was up for £20, and then I was like, but it was, you know, or, you know, make an offer, or best offer, or whatever. So cheekily I said £10. Yeah, there was also £3.50 post packaging, so I was like cheekily saying £10. They came back 15. I sent back 12, expecting it still to go back and forth, and they just said accepted. I was like, oh, okay, great. So it wasn't £8 like I hoped, but, you know, Shanghai for the Master System. So, you know, still got the sticker, that, the box itself seems to be good nick. There's a little bit of like, I don't know how well I could pick it up, but like, it's starting to discolor a little bit. But it is complete in box. This is like, I would put this, you know, also like a mint copy. Still need to test it, but with a manual, so awesome. I don't know, it's just, there's something addictive about the game because my in-laws actually have a mahjong set. So like one evening I just pulled it out and then just started playing, because Shanghai is like the one-player version of the game, so, and it can get really addictive. So, and at one point even the missus like got on the floor and helped, like, you know, try and find matching pieces for me as well. So yeah, so yeah, Shanghai for the Master System. Now then, next we have a CEX Roulette.
You ever seen Deer Hunter, Mr. G? Put it to your head. Pull the trigger. You're gonna do yourself.
That macho enough for you, Cesar? That make me a man, hmm?
Take more than that to be me.
Yeah, then you do it. Come on, Maricon. Do it.
Vato's scared. He's trying to weasel out of it. He's just fucking with your head, man.
This game I was not going to pick up, but I saw Gordon give a 4Gaming talking about it because he's played it. And I'm like, fine. It's, you know, I think it was £4, so I thought I'll give it a go. I mean, it has been re-released, I think, on all modern systems. Technically, I could pick it up on the PC on Steam if I wanted to, but I thought, you know, give it a go. So, right. And that is No More Heroes 2. And, oh boy. Right, okay. The case has definitely seen bad days. What the hell is on this? Like, it's like something's crumbling away off of it. And I can't tell with the back if that's just sun fading or if that's how it looks. The front, I mean, the front doesn't look sun faded, but the back is a bit odd. I wonder if Oh, and the plastic is coming away. Might need to clean this, but I mean it's complete in box. It doesn't seem to be any damage to the the manual. That is actually, oh, that's actually a full, color manual. That's pretty cool. That seems to be in pretty good nick actually. And the disc, yeah, I can't see a single scratch on it. So that is not. I mean, it's not perfect. I think I might need to. Oh, okay. No, it's not crumbling away. It's just half the sleeve is missing. So I might have to see about getting another case for it. See if I can find a Wii case to swap that with. But I mean, I'll keep that. I mean, it looks like the game itself is fine. It's just that the case, the plastic is coming away. So yeah, okay, that's okay. Now then, I talked about meeting Gordon and Stuart. So before we met up, Gordon posted about, he said on his video about someone who had a couple of bags of DVDs and games they were giving away, and once he took out what he wanted, he was like, oh, do you guys want anything? And so I said, okay, I would like Avengers Assemble. Yeah, I've seen the film. I've seen it a couple of times. I haven't seen it for a while. I never bothered getting the Marvel films, like the MCU films, because there's just, there's so many. I did pick up the Blu-ray I've showed previously of Spider-Man No Way Home, just because I was such a fan of the original Spider-Man films. And I was like, okay, that one I have to pick up. But then I thought about it, and, with Avengers Assemble, it's just a good, fun action flick. It doesn't have to worry about world building. That was done in the previous films. So, when the kids are a bit older, this might be fun just to throw on, they can watch, see, the characters they know because of, toys and things. My son, eldest, has never seen any of the Marvel films or TV shows or cartoons or anything. But because at nursery they all talk about it, he knows who Iron Man is, who the Hulk, Captain America, Spider-Man. He knows who they all are. So when he's a bit older, then he can watch this and then just have fun. And then the other one, which is, I haven't thought about this film for a very long time until there was a Twitter thread of someone talking about a bunch of behind the scenes stuff, which was pretty cool. So I thought, well, okay, I don't know when I will watch it, but The Gladiator, one of those classic films, and I forgot how good a film it actually is, and 2-disc special edition. So this is where I'll find out that my wife may already have the DVD. I just didn't bother to take a look. But yeah, I will watch it again at some point because that is a good film. So thank you, Gordon, for those. But top of that is something else that he got for me, which is that I was not expecting. Sonic Chronicles, The Dark Brotherhood for the DS. So I, talked about Sonic quite a lot on my channel, but I've never actually played this. I do have a DS, and I just got it repaired by Retro Claire, complete in box. So this is the RPG. Sadly, it was a one-off, which it's a pity because it was at its deals with Knuckles' tribe as such, because he just seems to be a one-off, unless if you read the old Sonic the comic, and it was actually made by BioWare, so yeah, I look forward to playing that. So that one I was not expecting, so thank you for that. Then when we were in the pub and Stuart had finished his shift at CEX, he popped round and then opened his bag. I was like, so what do you guys want? And I'm like, oh, I'm just moving these on. So he then proceeded to give me Discworld Noir for the PC. Sadly, this has not been re-released, and I believe there's an issue with the rights, because somebody has on Twitter asked Rihanna Pratchett's Terry Pratchett's daughter about it, so they can't actually re-release them. I've been meaning to actually play, because this is the third of their games they did. There was just Discworld 1, Discworld 2, and then this one, which is a noir, I think, detective story. People say this one's really good. I was going to start playing the first game several years ago, and then just, even though I downloaded it, from an abandoned website, and just never got around to it. No, don't know. May have just marked the disc. Yeah, because it's stupid. Like there's like 3 discs or something, but the actual holder can't fit all the discs. It's just. Anyway, no manual sadly. I don't know if it came with one, but I'll see if I can get that running. There's probably a patch online for that. So, and then also is the Ninja for the Master System. So it is also complete in box, which thank you so much for that. I wasn't expecting to get a CIB Master System game. I've ever played the Ninja as part of the Master System Challenge that Ollie 8-Bit Boy did. But and it took me till right before I got a game over to realise that I actually had the ability to teleport out, teleport in, like disappear or go invisible or whatever it is. So, I mean, so yeah, because I keep seeing this being up for sale, and I thought, oh, maybe not, but no, I haven't. So great, thank you so much for that. And then one digital. I mean, I've bought a couple of digital stuff, but I've also picked up South Park, The Stick of Truth.
The Stick of Truth has been stolen. They took Princess Keene. Don't let them rape Princess Keene.
He's a new kid?
New kid. New kid. The new kid has a power we have yet to understand.
Step forward now and fulfill your your day. You have some incredible ability to make friends quickly, new kid. I want you to go out into the neighborhood and find my greatest warriors.
Jesus Christ! Think he's the Dragonborn? Prophecy says the Dragonborn will be the one to unite us all.
It's a trap!
You're playing for the wrong side, dude.
Defenders of freedom! Tonight, we unite as one! This ends here, new kid.
Yeah, it's a pain, but this is the kind of stuff you put up with living in a remote little mountain town. At least we don't have to deal with traffic.
Your day. Your day, baby. Step forward now and fulfill your...
Had people talk about that for ages. I've been meaning to finally pull the trigger when it was on sale, and also Hi-Fi Rush.
Yep, that's me, Chai. And you're probably wondering how I ended up here. Well, it's pretty standard. So, I got a state-of-the-art robotic arm, and then had one of those old music player falling into my power unit, so everything I do is synced up to the beat type of things happen, and now everyone thinks I'm a defect, and well, I might as well fight back to the music.
So you're saying you have musical robot powers?
Yeah!
That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard.
Here we go! Vandalay Technologies isn't just coming for my arm. They're after all of us. Thank you. Thank you.
Is this the guy?
Oh.
That's the defect!
Oh no.
You ready for more?
1, 2, 3, 4!
We'll take down this company, one boss at a time. Just so you know, they're insane.
I got this. rockstar move, Chai.
And which is what I'm currently playing, and I would be playing if I wasn't doing this. So yeah, anyway, those are my June pickups, and I hope you enjoyed, and I will catch you all next time.